Hi everyone, welcome back. This is vlog number 2. Still in my car, as you can see. Still crooked because that's still the best way to balance the phone. We'll fix that. But obviously feeling much more together today. It is St. Patrick's Day. I have earrings on, and I just finished appointment for month 2 with my bariatrics team. So I met with the physician's assistant and then I met with the dietitian. Everything was pretty good, pretty normal, pretty standard check-in. The goals were honestly, there's some sun hitting me weird. Maybe I can fix that. Maybe not. You know, you move this thing and it never blocks the sun where you want it to. Anyway, maybe I'll just move closer. That's gonna make it worse. Maybe I'll move further away. There we go, that's better. So now I don't have this glaring, my pale skin is not glaring people, that's nice. Anyway, sorry, that was a tangent. Everything was pretty on track. My goals are pretty unchanged. Continue to drink 64 ounces of water. I'm moving to a half an hour for eating and drinking. The psych person I saw started me on 15 minutes for eating and drinking, and then she said they'll bump it to 20, and then she said they'll bump it to a half an hour. And when I said that to the physician's assistant today, she was like, do you need to bump it to 20 minutes? And I was like, no. So now I'm on a half an hour, which is fine. That's what I promised all of you on YouTube, that we would hang for a half an hour, because you got to do something in the half an hour between eating and drinking, and it might as well be watching my channel and watching me do mostly random shit. The name I'm experimenting with is Mostly Random Shit. I love moms, but I feel like moms are well represented in the YouTube realm, and so I am not a mom. Not a mom yet anyway. I'm 40, so biologically I will not become a mom. I may at some point become an adopted mom, maybe, but none of that is in progress right now. All of that is like a maybe if things fall out that way. And I am done pretending I know what the future holds, because I don't. If somebody tells you they do, they're lying, or they want your money, or both, or they're lying and they want your money. So anyway, had 2 appointments today, and let's see, the water goal, half an hour goal instead of the 15 minutes, and then exercise as tolerated. The as tolerated is because those of you who've watched my first vlog, whatever the hell it's called, the first video about this process, you saw that I have injured my back. So that is why the exercise is as tolerated right now, because I don't want to jump right back into weightlifting and cardio and mess my back up more. So right now we're doing some gentle stretching, some very gentle yoga, and walking. I'm trying to walk more. My weight at my first appointment was 277.2. This is according to their scales in here, and my weight at this appointment, so that was just over actually a month, was 274. So that's about a solid 3 pounds, like 3 point, no, I guess, I don't know, something 0.6, 3.6, I don't know, somewhere in there. Let's call it 3. I'll call it 3. I was happy with that, honestly, because I had a road trip in the middle of that time, and the road trip and the eating did not go well. That's definitely a weakness for me, and I know there are healthier choices at gas stations and at convenience stores, and I know I can plan more, and yet I didn't. I continued to make just incredibly, sorry guys, sorry with the visor, incredibly poor choices. Oh, now it's on camera and I don't like that either. Okay, we're just gonna have to live with the weird sunlight. I made poor choices during the road trip through last from last appointment to this one, and I still managed to lose 3 pounds. So the not eating and drinking and the adding in even just that little bit of walking seems to have helped. I will continue with this channel. I will continue to add more, you know, balanced meals, the fruit and vegetables into every meal, which was totally new for me. So that's a new behavior. It seems to be going pretty well. It's just a lot of kind of keep up what you're doing, and I'm on a pretty good track. In terms of how I feel a little apprehensive. I don't like that I got like one answer from the psych person and then another answer from like the physician's assistant, even though it's something simple, like they're going to increase the intervals of when you eat. Just felt a little, I guess, disjointed. I'm like, I'd prefer to have like one set of instructions and then, you know, actually be able to be successful at those instructions. Yeah, so we'll see. So coming up next week on Friday, I have my scope, which is the EGD where they stick a scope down your throat and they check and make sure everything is okay and there's no anatomic anomalies for surgery. That's next week. I have no idea what day it's going to be. I realized in my first video, I'm like, okay, that's Friday and that's this day, but they're not getting published on the day that I do, because sometimes I need to add an intro. Sometimes I'm going to fill out the half an hour with like cute animal videos to try to make it around a solid 30 minutes. So the vlogs are a little weird, and I apologize for saying, like, I started this video, happy St. Patrick's Day. It is probably not going to be St. Patrick's Day when you're listening to this, but happy St. Patrick's Day anyway, if you celebrate it. Happy spring, and I love the color green anyway, so excuse to wear it is just absolutely fine. So let's see, the other thing that's coming up is blood work, and I made this chart. I know you can't see it very well, and that's not important. You don't really need to read what's on it. As far as seeing the boxes, that's honestly more important, because what it says, and I'll read it for you in the boxes, is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and I put the dates next to it. And the reason is because they wanted me to take like vitamin D3 for 8 weeks and then get retested. Well, how am I going to keep track of when 8 weeks is up? Like, that's an odd number for me. I'm like, I guess I could have written down the day it started, but what I did is I wrote like week 1, 2, 3 in a grid, and now I can just check off the weeks. So now I know I am 2 weeks from when I need to have labs done. So next month I will have labs to recheck my D3 level, see how that's going. I've been taking a D3 pill. It doesn't say how much it is. I didn't have it written down here. It just says D3. That should be in the vitamin video, which I've got for y'all. And I'll probably combine it with this, because this is looking to be a little bit short, so we might put this and that together. But yeah, the vitamin D3 is coming up next month, and then at the end of the month is the halfway checkpoint for iron. My iron is historically very low, and so they're checking in on how the iron therapy is going. I've been taking an iron supplement that they, specifically the brand they recommended, along with a vitamin C tablet. That's the wave 2 of vitamins that I will talk about. And will have been doing those for about 3 months, and that's when they wanted to recheck the levels. So I still don't have a surgery consult yet. I should have that after my next appointment. Now, the next appointment, when she could get my PA and the dietitian on the same day, is not next month. It's the very beginning of the month following. So it's the very beginning of May. Not too upset about that, because I am babysitting for a family who has kids in school, and his school year ends sometime in the month of May. I don't know the exact date, but what we were hoping is that the time of my surgery date would fall after he has already come out for summer break, so that I'm not leaving them without their sitter. So there's our plan. We're coming up on 10 minutes of me vlogging. I don't feel like there's too much more to to add right now. I just give you an idea of the schedule, and I will continue to talk about how I'm feeling and talk about how it's going for this gastric sleeve journey. Feel free to leave any questions you have. I'm happy to talk about pretty much whatever. Kind of an open book. That's why I'm here on this channel. So thank you for tuning in and being with me, and I look forward to talking to you soon.